and welcome to another episode of Field of Glory Kingdoms. Now, we're playing as Halych. Turns out I have been saying it wrong, but that's okay. And we are sort of at the end of our first turn. I'm just going to finish it. And what we did in the last episode, we took over Przemysl, which is the leftmost region over here. Galicia that we have. So currently we have every region in the province of Galicia, which is really good. But typically the way this works in this game is you have the most regions in a province. You can set up a general to control that province. So now we have all of them in Galicia, but for example, if Ras Principality or Slovakia took one, you would still be able to have a general. But if you only have one region of a specific province, or even two, if it's not a majority, I don't know if it's exactly a majority, but it's like you can have three regions of the same province, and if it's sometimes it just still doesn't let you put the general in. So I'm not exactly sure what the rules are, but the good thing is that we now have all of them, and the benefit is that it gives us a bonus to basically, the general gives a bonus to everything in the region. Now Kipchaks, we didn't really start a war with them. Ras Principality did, who we are allied with and we have a marriage with, so they're proposing peace, which is fantastic because we're going to get a lot of money typically. Oh no, so they're actually offering nothing. So we're gonna reject this and we're gonna wait. So the problem is that the war score is 0, so apparently the Ras Principality hasn't been fighting with them too much yet, so we don't get any points. So we definitely want to reject that because you can get some really good stuff for it. Up here you can see the ongoing wars, the turns, and the war score. Here what's happening, and we can also see that Przemysl has a lower loyalty, sorry. This is pretty obvious because they've just been conquered, so basically they have, if you look at the region specifically, see it has a low loyalty and everything is sort of taking a while. Now we're not currently building anything here because we want to try to focus on growth, and also because for 3 more turns we have a really high penalty on everything, so we're just going to focus on growing it and then we're going to build some more stuff later. Now we're getting a little bit of money and we're getting manpower, which is really, really good. However, our total strength of our army is 96. I don't know why I renamed it after one of my patrons, but it sort of renamed itself back. So I'm gonna rename it again. And what we definitely want to do is we want to start a war with Volhynia. I don't know if we're gonna do it immediately this turn. I think we might wait one more turn. To be fair, actually, we should look whether we can just get more money in future turns, if there's another way to do that. So, missing trade, we've got copper, for which we would need copper mine, but I don't think we have any options to do that yet. Ooh, we are missing honey and wax and wood over here. That should be pretty easy to get. And another set of wood. Okay, so here in belts, we need to be building something. Ideally, something gives us honey and wax or wood. We can't get either one of those things. Okay, so this is a bit of a problem because we're paying a lot of money for it. Now, I could pay authority to do it, but the problem is we already have one digressing token, and depending on where you are in the leaderboard in terms of your authority, you're either in the falling or the bottom or top half, and depending on that you have a chances to get a progressing or regressing token. And because we already have our own one regressing token, I don't know if I want to spend authority. Also, when we start a war, we're going to spend a lot of authority, so it's not great. So unfortunately we can't really get anything all that good here. Now we could get Halych to give us extra population, but it costs us a lot of money, so I don't want to do that either. So I think what I'm gonna do here is I'm actually gonna just build, just gonna build a flax field. We don't really need it, but it's kind of the only thing that we can do. Can I build something anywhere else? Okay, so we're gonna get wood in one more turn, so that's great. So here, but in 2 turns we get that farm, so that's gonna help us with, well, actually that's not really gonna help us with grain anymore. I think we got the grain from somewhere else. Or we're finally importing it from ourselves, so we don't need to pay for it anymore, but that's okay. So, but we're still gonna get the grain. I don't want to turn it off now, so we'll just wait. And here we're just kind of waiting for growth, so I think we're just gonna keep it the way it is. If I really need money, I could send this noble down here. And this actually might be a good idea since we are also, well, yeah, because our clergy is also sort of not working at as a clergy, as a priest. then we're not getting piety anyway, so we don't really need to get stewardship because you need to have it balanced. And basically, why do you need to get it balanced? Because you can generate legacy here. If you have over 1,000, which sounds like a lot, but it just takes you're gonna get to it. You can get like legacy every turn, which is going to be really, really good, because if you are in the top 10% of legacy, you have a good chance to get progressing token, and it's also how you win the game. So this is going to help us a little bit with money. And what I wanted to look at is this holding or concessions, because I think this could just give us a lot of money. It costs 200, so we would actually run out of all of our money, so I can't do that yet. Okay, so we're just going to have to wait with this. I really wanted to do it, but I think it's just too soon. So I think we're just going to wait a turn here, get a little bit more money, and just not do anything else. Well, actually, no, we have a lot of metal, so we should be just sort of trying to befriend somebody by gifting them metal. And I think we're just going to keep befriending the rest principality. I think that's kind of the best chance for us. Or we could try to focus on another country later. But we don't know yet who. Oh, we could focus on the Pecheng horde. No, we're at war with them. Wait, we are at war with them. Oh! Guess you know what we're doing. Let's go down to Moldavia. Because we're already at war. We might as well, right? So let's just go to town. Let's leave Volhania alone. I'm not going to befriend them because I still want to hurt them. But since we're already at war with Vichenk, we might as well. So I am going to send the metal to Rus Principality just to be a little bit more friendly. Just give them like 20 metal. Just make them happier. And we're going to go down at ASC Moldavia and we're going to try to take over the Pecheng horde. This is actually cool for us because again, we would lose 7 authorities to start a war with Volhynia because we are of the same religion. We already forged a claim in a previous turn, so we don't actually have to fight over that. So I am actually really excited for this. Okay, so we gotta get in really fast because if Rus Principality takes too many of these, we won't be able to do much combat. But I definitely want to take a little bit. They'll probably step over into ESC, so that would not be great. We might get lucky if they choose to go straight into combat. Oh wait, I thought we had a regressing token. How come it's not showing here? Did I mess it up with my test game? Okay, I'm pretty sure. Okay, so we have unrest here. This is a problem because this means that there could be, there could potentially be, like they could get units and they could like turn it back into a chiefdom. I'm not gonna leave an army here because I really want to go out here and I want to go fight. So I think we're just gonna leave that alone and kind of hope that we won't get any unit there. Now here in Lvov, we finished building our farm. No, our wood. We could get exchange posts, which would give us a lot of money. And I think I'm going to go for that. Because that's just going to really help us out with money. We have Art of Siege, which is going to help us do siege. So let's just keep moving. Again, we have to hope that they'll go in combat. If they step over here, then we just try to take over some of these other areas. We don't really necessarily want regions down here, but we're just going to see what happens there. I mean, we have +6 manpower, so I guess we could get 1 unit here in Przemysl, just to sort of have somebody stationed there. But the problem is, this is going to cost us, so the archers would cost us 5 of manpower. Drugina would cost us 5, so technically we would still be getting +1, but it would be kind of rough. And would be run out of money. I'm not going to do it this turn, we might do it next turn if it just does not look good for us. I think, because I think we can't afford it just yet. Oh, okay, so they already set up the rebels. But good thing is we can decimate the rebels now. So we should be okay here. Hopefully they're not gonna get immediately rebels again next turn. And I don't think they will, so we can just decimate them like this and then walk out. But yeah, we're gonna have to get that unit there, unfortunately. Because there might be more unrest later, so we just gotta defend ourselves here. Well, not defend ourselves, gonna, you know, suppress any rebels. Gotta show them who the king is, which is pretty here. I really thought we had a regressing token. Huh, strange. Kipchaks is now proposing peace. I'm fine with Kipchaks because I want to fight the Beijing's horse. So let's see what they're offering. Nothing. Okay, we're gonna reject that. You won't give us anything useful. We ain't gonna make peace. Alright, so we're gonna move here to ESC Moldavia and try to take over and do some nice combat down there. And then I'm actually going to take that unit that I said I'm gonna get the Druzhina. We're gonna run out of money, which is not great. Well, not run out of it. We're gonna get lowered. But it is what it is. We just gotta... Now, we're back in Just Conquered. Thankfully, this doesn't sort of revive itself. It doesn't do 3 turns again. It just do 1. We have really bad religion, which is messing up on our loyalty. So I'm thinking that one of the first building, unfortunately, should probably be just something for piety, because that would help us. Instead, because I was going to go for growth, but I think we might actually just need... I'm actually going to get the monumental cross here, because the benefit is that even though I don't have anybody building it, it's just going to take 4 turns. So I think we're just going to try it, because we're really going to make sure that we get a good religion. If I had a way to convert someone to my religion, do I? I do not. That would also be fantastic. But unfortunately, we don't have that. We have Liberate a Region. So Liberate a Region, what that does is basically allows you to like get rid of your own region. It's a little bit ridiculous. I don't know why you'd ever want to do it. Actually, one time where you might want to do it is if there is a certain size of a country that you can have, and if you go over it, you basically lose authority, which can be really bad. So in that case, it might be useful. Now, we wanted something... Ooh. So manorial demands is actually really good because it allows you to get a higher level agricultural buildings. The question is, it's a little early to be doing that. We're on turn 9. I'm thinking about getting more wood. Let me just quickly check. Yeah, we're still paying 16 for wood here. So I'm actually going to do it. I'm actually going to get more wood here. Because we are using, the reason why we're paying 16, we have a detonet and we have a charcoal burner. I could disband this detonet, which will lower my wall resist, and it will give me extra building slot. Which we could do, because if you think about it, when we're going to take over Pechang down here, we're going to be protecting this. Actually, I'm going to disband that. So it's going to give me +8 money, because I won't need it. And then we might, we're still going to take the wood cutting for the charcoal burner here, I think, because this is going to give us coal. But yeah, that's going to be helpful for us. What are we building here? Exchange post. Yeah, okay. Yeah, so we're just, because I'm pretty confident that I can take over these Pechang horde and just, you know, show them who's the boss. I mean, they started a war against me. Technically, I'm just defending myself, okay? It's just like, I don't know what you want from me. These poor little militia here. Sorry. But this is great because this is going to give me experience. So it's actually going to make it easier for me to destroy Volhynia later. Now, Poland? Oh, why is everybody killing them? Like Hungary, I want to kill them. Stop, Hungary, go away. This is not great, because if Hungary is going to take over, then I can't take over. This is just like, wish someone would leave them alone. But it is what it is. We're going to keep trying. We're going to try to get some more of these regions. You can also do a really fun thing but you can actually swap regions. Imagine that like you live in a city and then suddenly your country is like, hey, from today, you're not going to be, I don't know, like you're not going to be, let's say German now, you're going to be Austrian. And we just swap. Like that just doesn't make much sense to me. But yeah, I guess it can happen. Now here, I'm going to give this one to, I'm just going to let Oleg lead this. And we're actually going to call him not Oleg, but Vas, after another one of my patrons. And this is going to be Vas's, we're going to call it the Vas's Horde, even though it's literally just one Brezhina. And we're going to send them here just to make sure that there's not going to be any more mess or inappropriateness, any more rebels down here in Przemysl. Now, at this point, they're under pacification, so we can see that we're getting better food and we're going to be growing sooner. And I'm going to just put that monumental cross here and hope that this is going to help us with our religion. We have a chance of conversion. What is our chance of conversion? %3.55%, so extremely low. And it actually, I think it lowers their productivity, but it mostly just gives us unrest. What's the productivity? It's okay, it goes from 5 to 4, so it's actually not that bad. Maybe we don't need to build the cross. I'm gonna leave the cross on. We're just gonna build the cross. I should read it for you because we haven't been really reading this. The pigs grown here will. Oh, sorry, not pigs. A monotone cross in the vicinity is a sure sign the inhabitants are very pious, or so they say. It can be made more impressive if stone is readily available. We don't have stone yet, but we're gonna get it soon. So we get forced march as a new regional decision. This allows you to do extra movement. I don't really need extra movement right now. So now a really interesting thing with your allies is if you, what happens to me, and I'm not really sure because this is not a final version of the game. This is like a slight preview. So I'm not 100% sure if this is how that works every time. But if the Pecheng hordes would take over, let's say, Venistia here, which is originally Arras Principality's country, they will have these little stripes on them. And what these stripes, actually, I didn't tell you yet what that means. Basically, when I took over Iasi, the stripes means that I'm currently in control of the region. I can actually be building things in that region, but you don't want to do that. But if the war ended at this point, if I didn't ask Pecheng to cede the region, it would still stay and belong to Pecheng. But the weird thing that happened in my test game is if, let's say, if Pecheng took over this Venezia, and then I took it back, what happened to me is that suddenly it became my region, even though it shouldn't be, because I don't want to steal it from the Arras Principality. It belongs to them. So sometimes it did like a weird thing, and I'm not sure if this is intended behavior, and I'm just not understanding when it applies, or if it's just if it was a mistake. So I'm not sure. I don't know if we're going to be able to experience something like that here. We'll see. But right now we got to fight this little Pecheng horde over here. So they have a lot of militia. Also in the previous episode, so what I was trying to say with the archers, I don't know if it was entirely clear, but basically you have a lot of archers and they choose who they attack. And if they're inexperienced, you might have multiple of your archer units attacking the same enemy unit, which is not great because if, for example, one of your archers already made them exhausted, but the second one is shooting at them for no reason. So that's something to keep in mind. If you have more experience, they will spread it out better and make more of the enemy units exhausted. Now we lost one set of archers, which is not terrible, but we do want to kind of keep an eye out on that a little bit. So we took over 2 of theirs at the moment. Now another thing we want to keep an eye out on a little bit is I think that if Ras makes peace with them, we might also automatically make peace with them. So we want to be a little bit careful in terms of we would probably want to make peace with Pecheng first so that they can't just like make a better deal that would apply for both of us. It's a little bit strange. I'm not 100% sure on that because I feel like it happened to me at least once, but I'm not 100% on that. With Leon conquering most of Albarracin, the Belgrade remaining taifas pleaded for the intervention of Hamadid. Magnanimous but playing his own interest, Idris al-Watiq agreed and is now raising powerful armies to defend the Muslims of Spain. Alright, now let's see what else is happening. So you can see I'm falling behind on legacy, but mostly we care whether we're falling behind on authority because that's what gives us the token. So Ras is proposing a trade deal. What do you want? Or what are you offering? You want me to give you metal. And you'll give me 150 money. Now, I have 33 metal. The problem is if I would love to do this. But if I run out of metal, I don't have 50. I could only give you like a little bit less. So can I give a counter proposal? Oh, no, wait. Oh, I misunderstood this. I thought they wanted us. Okay, no. I give you metal. Let's try this other way. I give you metal. And you give me... Oh, you can't give me money. Okay, I'll just give you metal. I'll just be friendly. They were offering us metal. I didn't realize that the red did. Wait. Keep checks one piece. What are you offering this time? 600 money. Hell yeah. So this is great. This gives us a lot of money. Now with Pechang... we'll see. Actually, I'm gonna keep attacking because I just want to see. So I'm gonna keep going. If they signed a peace deal and it messes us up, then like fine. Oh, rich citizen of Halych donated me money. Convert to a new faith. Yes, this is what we wanted, guys. We got it. This is great. So now we can convert a population of the target religion to the religion of your nation. Yes, hell yeah. Okay, so where is our worst religion? Probably here in Przemysl. So let's do it here. So let me do it down here. We also finished building in belts. So we have a flax field and a farm, and we have huddled shanties, and that's all we've got. What else could we get? We could get a parchmenter, which makes parchment. Gives me a little bit of piety, a little bit of stewardship, and a little bit of money, but not much of any of these. I could get a stable. But this needs horses, which I don't have. We could also try to focus a... You know what, let's get the parchment, because then we could get a scribe, which would get a really nice bonus. So let's just get this. It's just going to give us a little bit of everything. Not much of anything, but a little bit of everything. Okay, and we're going to keep fighting this war. And eventually we're going to try to make peace with them, but... And hope that Russia doesn't make peace with them first. But, yeah. I'm really worried that they're going to make peace, but, you know, we'll see, we'll see. At least it would be a good thing to show you. But I think we'll try to conquer that one more nation, one more area, then we'll propose a peace ourselves, but it takes 2 turns. Sometimes it can mess you up a little bit, like if you don't properly calculate it. Like sometimes, for example, what happened to me, I gave them a chance to be my vessel in my test game, and then I conquered them completely, but they still became my vessel because they basically agreed to it. So that kind of sucked. So you want to be a little bit careful of that not happening. But yeah, so we're going to actually give them a chance now, because we're not going to take over all of Pechang. We don't really care. We're going to give them a chance to have peace, and we would love to take some of the regions that we conquered, and we'll see if they say yes. And you can see we now make a lot of money because... We can see that we now got plus 16 in regional commerce. So basically we're doing much better with commerce. And because we get so much money now, you know what that means? What it means is... Well, and they actually don't even hate us, Kipchak, so that's kind of fun. Merely ending a wrongful conflict with Chip says there's little to cleanse the blemish on your name, Constantine. So, yeah. So Ras is still... Yeah, they're also no longer at war with Kipchaks. I think we just sort of, because we're in alliance, we just kind of make peace together. Not 100% sure. Oh, we got a new son. That's fantastic. That's fantastic. Do we have 2 sons now? Yes. I don't know whether they're named the same thing, but look, what matters is we've got sons, and those are good. That's what we want. Okay, definitely we want to propose peace now. Okay, so let's give you a chance. Oh, we get non-starter. Now let me look at Przemysl first and see if we... I don't think we succeeded at the conversion. No, we didn't. It's unfortunate. Weren't we building the cross here? Where did it stop? Give me my cross. I guess I'll send one person to be building the cross. Okay, now I want to do peace with Pechang. So we're gonna offer you peace. I want you, so we got 31 war score. I want you to give me a region. Ooh. So this ESC is only 6, but I want ESC because I want to have like a full connection. So give me ESC. And we're gonna ask, I guess, for Orhe as well. We have a 54% 4% chance. I'm actually going to ask for Botna as well. This is a low chance of peace, but what I'm going to do it anyway. And what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to walk into here and I'm going to conquer this as well. And that's going to give us extra points because remember, it takes 2 turns. Now, at this point, what I can do, and this is what I really want, I want to place the holding on of or concession on. Oh, actually, So this is kind of interesting. No, actually, we want to place the holding or concession in a country that we don't have. So actually, I'm going to put it on the... Oh, this is no longer belongs to us, Principality. So... it would be a good place to have this. Because you place this on a country that you don't have. So maybe we put it up here. So these are petty chiefdoms, so you don't want to have it there. I guess I could put it to Poland and hope that they don't take it. Because this thing that belonged to us, Principality, no longer belongs to them. I'm going to try it. I'm going to give this to Poland and we'll see if we lose it or not. It costs 256. And this allows me to place a commercial enclave. The region will still be owned by its original owner, but the structure might provide you with advantage. Okay, so we'll try and we'll see what happens there. Now, how much does Petty Kingdom of Poland like me? Not much. I still kind of want to focus on Ras Principality liking me first, but then we might want to focus on them as well. Yeah. So we're going to try to conquer this, and then hopefully we'll be able to get... we'll be able to get that piece with them. Okay, and I think we're going to end our turn here. And we'll see how that goes. Hopefully we'll get some good stuff going. Alright, we can just skip this battle because we're definitely winning this. Just view report, like, yeah, we won. And now, they have one more turn, but then hopefully they'll agree to the peace. And they're going to give me 3 of their regions, which is really good, honestly. Also, I don't really have a way much to move through, because sometimes what can happen in combat, and this is actually really, really bad, is that if what can happen, you get sort of pushed into a different territory. For example, let me try to show you. If we were fighting, let's say here, like if we were able to step over, we probably couldn't step over this, but let's say this belonged to Pecheng and we would end up here. And then we would make peace. It might push us into, let's say, this, let's say this area somehow. But then we wouldn't be able to get through, like, let's say we somehow got through Pecheng and we would end up here. And then Hungary would conquer this, and this would actually end up going to Hungary, this area. You would have no way to walk back home because we don't have the rights of passage through the other realm. So basically you would starve out and you would just die. So it's a really big problem, is you really want to be careful about your positioning. Okay. So we get increased authority because of good stewardship. Now merchants and Halych complain about the general stealing, which sucks. But yeah, it is what it is. We're still waiting on growth here, so it's gonna take a while. We got a prospect for resources. This is actually a really good thing. This allows you to get like an extra resource in some type of region. So what we can do is we can click on our regions and we can see. So here in Halych we have iron vein. In Terblov we have fruits. In Lvov we have legumes. In Belts we have hemp. And in Przemysl we have wood, and that's it. And if I prospect for resources, I can find something extra. So we'd want to do it in a country that I can actually build stuff, because with Halych it takes us forever to build stuff. So I'm actually going to put this on Lvov because I feel like I can build more stuff there. Yeah, it has 2 open slots. So I don't actually know if we're going to be building something this turn, because I might... Ooh, we have some good stuff we could do here. No, I think I'm going to wait 1 turn and then build stuff next turn, because it's going to give us better options, because we will prospect for the resources and we'll see if we can get something better there. We favored the emergence of a baronial vessel in Gdansk, hoping to draw benefits from this. No, I actually don't think this gives us anything. If we got the e-commerce thing, that might be useful, but I think this is absolutely nothing. Yeah, I don't think this gives us any bonus, if I'm being completely honest. This is the battle we fought, we don't need to look at it. And yeah, we took over. Yeah, so we'll see how the piece ends up momentarily. I do want to check Missile, and because we're making a lot of money, I just want to make sure that all of my stewards and my clergy are sort of in the appropriate positions. So actually I think I'm going to move this guy away, even though we don't actually need that much more stewardship, but I do want to make sure that I definitely want to move these guys away, so that we can get some good points here. Yeah. Actually, in Halych, maybe we don't need to do that. I think we might put it back. But it might give us better authority. So our authority currently is going to be lowered because we have dissent on conquered lands. Yes, obviously we have a lot of dissent here, which kind of makes sense. But we're gonna, again, we'll handle it as soon as we finish the combat. So hopefully they'll say yes. We'll see. This is the time. This is the moment. They said yes, as you can see based on the greenery. So I'm gonna move my army straight back home now. They can have their bot now. So, and we're gonna check, because it does seem like, we'll see if this alliance also stops their war with Rus or no. And you can see here that we're sort of on the bottom tier. We're on the top half in legacy, which is good, but not in authority. So we want to definitely keep an eye out on that. The prestige is much stronger. Yeah, so we get another disorder token. Oh, actually we get our first one. But Cheng's once posed a significant threat, yet now forcing peace is permanent. Yeah, I think actually Ras Principality also stopped a war with them. No, they're actually still going. Okay, so I wasn't sure, because I thought that the way that ends is that it stops with them now, but it doesn't. Okay, good to know, good to know. So we didn't have to worry about them making peace. It would have been fine for us. I definitely need to go home though, or at least move into these countries, because I want to see, do we have a chance of unrest? Yes, Orhay. So we want to move to Orhay. We could also split our army right now, since we're not fighting. I'm actually going to split it. And I'm going to send some of them into Orhay and some of them into Botna, just to make sure that there won't be any wars. Now, one thing to keep in mind is that obviously our religion is pagan, which is bad. And also our clergy is or the nobles are of the wrong, religion. So they actually don't give us productivity. And we get a negative bonus here. So this is the same everywhere. But so the noble gives us some productivity, the clergy does not. Okay. So what do we need? Oh, we can, okay, so we need, I think we're gonna start with like a flax field, something like easy to, oh, you know what, let's just focus on grow. Oh, this is gonna 40 turns to grow. Wow. These people have like no productivity. Yeah, I think we're just gonna have to wait for, to just build things, whatever's cheapest here. I think I might just build a cemetery here, even though it's gonna take forever, just because it will have us a chance to like switch the religion. Now, one thing that I'm thinking about right now is, oh, we have convert to new faith. Maybe the problem with the convert to new faith is that you have to do it on somewhere where you have a clergy of a different faith. So this is exactly what I'm thinking, like putting it here on this guy. That might apply, because maybe it doesn't matter so much if it's like on a pagan or someone. So let's try it. And we need to have a pious governor. Okay. But I can't, so this is what I was talking about. I actually can't put a governor here because I don't have enough regions of Moldavia. So now I'm kind of worried. So like, is it gonna work? Because last time it didn't work at all in Przemysl. Even though clergy is already Orthodox, I guess I'll try it, but now I'm kind of worried that it won't work because it depends on the current piety of a ruler. Okay, well, I have some piety of my ruler, so let me just give it a shot and we'll see what happens. Let's just see what happens. And I will definitely split my army. I think I'll split this army one more time. Maybe I'll split this one. And I'll send them over and we'll definitely like give some kind of a leader like Yaroslav or somebody here. Just because I want to make sure that all of these have someone making sure that we don't get another unrest or another combat like we did here in Przemysl. Przemysl is going to be in under pacification for just one more turn, and then things should get better for us. Oh, Bajinx doesn't hate us? Really? How come you don't hate us, man? Oh, -13, okay. They kind of dislike us, but not too much. How are we doing with Rus Principality in terms of friendship? Oh wait, this is Chernigov. So actually, with Rus Principality we are at 9. With Chernigov we're at 6. So what you can do is you can click on your own country. And then you can see the number. So we can see -14 on Volhynia, 0 from Poland, -13 Pechenk. Rus Principality is 9. Pereslav City-State is 4. And the Chernigan city-state is 6. So we could either keep trying to make sure that the Rus Principality likes us. This is going to be good if you want to like swap regions and things like that with them. Because what we could, for example, do, we could decide, hey, it's just really hard to convert the people in Moldavia to our religion. So we could potentially do something like we could gift to Russia these 3 regions and instead take maybe Rovno or something that actually is of our faith. So that is a tactic we could do. Or we can decide that we want to befriend some of the other ones. And a really cool thing we could do we have a daughter or a sister? We don't actually. Okay, so if we had a daughter or a sister, we could send them off to a royal marriage. And this way we could like, wait. Oh yeah, okay. This way we could make sure that we, like, what happened in my test game was that their ruler died, and because I had a royal marriage, they just, I took over their entire state. But it doesn't matter, because we don't really have anybody. So we're just going to give some metal and keep befriending Russia. Or sorry, not Russia, Rus Principality. So we got a new population in Halych. This means I should finally be able to build stuff in Halych. And we did the prospecting. So we found a new mineral vein in Lvov. So let's see, what kind of vein did we find? Tin vein. Interesting. How do you get tin? If I were to spend my authority, could I get something that would use tin? Logging camp, clay pit, surface iron mining, produces iron ore. No, we want something that takes tin. Okay. I can't see like what building. Yeah, when you go on legumes, you can see a list of structures needing it and using it as a bonus. But with tin, it doesn't show me. It's a bit strange. Okay. Okay, well, never mind. In that case, what else do we want to build? I think we might go for Craftsman Bureau, and this is going to allow me to get a higher level infrastructure, so like a better infrastructure buildings. So it's gonna take a while, but we'll go for it. We might send one person to go work there to speed it up a bit. And then sorry, I don't want to be looking at trade anymore. In Halych, we have iron mine already. Oh, we could get a glass blower. Okay. This would give us piety and stewardship, would give us glassware, which is pretty great. But I think it might be a little soon to be focused on that. On the other hand, I mean, it's gonna take us 17 turns. I mean, let's go for it. Guess why not? 15 turns now. Why not? Yeah, and we already tried to convert to a new fate. I didn't look at how long it takes, so we'll see. But I actually think that this might be a good time to end the episode. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, write down in the comments, and you can click on the right to watch some other games that we play on this channel. See you there. Bye bye.